Welcome back everybody to Hayes Tech. This is the channel where we talk about pretty much anything tech, and I do mean anything tech. I'm not going to get into the whole what anything is. Trust me, if it's cool, if it's tech, I'm going to talk about it. And to be honest with you, even I consider guitars, acoustic guitars and of course electric guitars, to be tech. Now, I try not to put so many of those out, but I do throw them in once in a while. Now, with that said, I will be doing a review on this Schecter C1EA. It's basically an electric acoustic. It's got a piezo type acoustic system in it, so I will be doing a review on that soon, but I wanted to get this one out of the way. When we come back, we are going to be going over the EUKI X10 dash camera. So, don't go away. Okay, well, in this video, I am going to be going over this EUKI X10 dash camera, okay? It is a single camera system that just points out the front. But when they sent me this a while ago, they wanted me to do a video on it. And if you all know how I do videos for products, I have no problem with companies sending me their product for review. My only stipulation to that is that I say what I want. And if something's wrong with the product, I am going to tell you something's wrong with the product. Honestly, I couldn't find anything wrong with this. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. The video quality, in my opinion, is pretty good. The only thing that really sucks about it is there is no rear-facing camera. So it'd be nice if it did have a rear-facing camera that goes with it, but of course, this is their more affordable one. They do have one that does have a rear camera with it. But what I also wanted to talk about in this video is what I used to wire this in, because EUKI sent me a wiring pack that would basically just wire right into your fuse box underneath your dash. And I was going to do that, to be honest with you. Yeah, they send you this wiring pack right here, and I'll show you what's in the pack. And basically, after I'm done showing you what comes in the pack, I'm going to take you out and show you how I have it set up in the car. But this comes with a charger adapter or cigarette adapter, and it just uses a USB type C plug-in that goes into the side of the camera, and that takes care of it. But they also sent me a hardware wiring pack. And this hardware wiring pack allows you to wire it directly into, again, your fuse box. Allows, whenever you shut the car off, that it will keep recording. But the thing that I had a problem with on that is that when I tried to access my fuse box underneath the dash of my car, or Kathy's car, and she has a 2014 Toyota Camry, it was inaccessible for me, and the way my back is and the way my knees are and all that, there was no way I was going to do it. Well, I actually found something that was pretty cool on Amazon. This is the OBD2 OBD power cable for dash cameras, and basically it is just a plug that plugs into your OBD2 port in the bottom of your underneath your dash, to where you can read codes and all that other stuff. But this is one of the good ones. This only has 3 pins. And there are a lot of them out there that have 5 pins or a bunch, 13 pins or whatever. And it's the simple one like this. This is the one that is mostly recommended. Has 3 pins. You have a power, a ground, and then you have the power that is also going into your key on and off. But that third wire, whenever you shut your key off, it actually draws power directly from the car. And the nice thing about this is the EUKI camera itself, when it notices your battery is down to, I think it is 11.9 volts, it automatically cuts off the power, shuts the camera down, so that you still have enough power in your battery to start your car. It's very easy to install, and I'm not going to show you guys how to install it because it has a little magnet mount that you peel, and you peel the back off and you stick it to wherever you want it on your windshield, and then the back of the camera just magnet mounts right to that. So if you ever want to take it out so you don't want it stolen, just take it out, unplug it, take it out, and away you go. That's it. There's not much more I can say than that. Now, can I recommend it? Well, if you only need a camera facing forward, then yeah, I can highly recommend it. So there you go. That is the EUKI X10. I wanted to get back to this OBD2 port reader from Ssontong. Ssontong. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. This is one of the coolest devices I've seen yet. I just had Kathy's car at the Toyota shop last week. I wanted them to check our air conditioning because one side was blowing kind of cold air, but the driver's side was just blowing hot air. And with it being summer, we didn't notice it until just now, and so there you go. And when they checked it, I mean, he even mentioned to me, he's like, a lot of those OBD2 port plug-ins that they have for stuff, they highly recommend to stay away from. But he actually told me that the one we had was actually a pretty good system. So you can get them on Amazon. I'm going to put the links in the description below. $28.48 is what it costs. And what do you say I go ahead and take you out to the car, let you guys see it in action? Alright, well, I wanted to bring you out to the car and show you the way this thing works because it's actually pretty cool. So please don't judge the look of the car. Here is how I have it routed. It's run right off of the camera there, and it goes up and around, and I got to move this because of the side airbags. But I have it all tucked in, everything nice and neat, all the way down and around. It goes into this side panel, down underneath, and into the dongle. It's under there, somewhere, right over here. Well, it has a switch on it that you can turn it, on running full time or not. As it is right now, it's not. If I start the car, yeah, as soon as it got power, it started up. Air conditioner, I'm going to shut that off. But it is now running. Again, I was going to make this video on this camera, which is a really nice camera. And they asked me to use the wiring kit that I showed you. And again, to be honest, I had to access a box way in there, and I couldn't get to it. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, well, now what? So I did a lot of research online, and that's where I found this plug that goes right into your OBD2 port. And this is only a 3-pronged plug. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-pronged plug that goes into your OBD2 port. It's easy to take out, easy to put in, but there you go. Now I'm going to show you the app. Alright, the app for this is right here. It's called Jarvis, and it is now connecting. And there you go. It is now connected, and you can actually see what it sees. Now, in order to get to the settings, I think I have the settings a little... I got to put them back. Now, it stopped recording because I'm going into settings. So you have your sound recording, of course, your speaker volume, video resolution. I've got it up as high as it'll go, 1080p, which is fine. Light source frequency, again, 50 hertz, that's what we use. Exposure compensation, I want to put that back down to 0. There, it is now at 0. You have your watermark options. I have it really just for date and time. And you have your collision sensing, parking monitor mode. And if you click on the parking monitor mode, battery mode uses power. Yep. We have it on normal recording. And you have your parking guard, your time-lapse recording, Wi-Fi password, firmware version, format SD card, and of course your factory reset. And that's pretty much it for settings. And I'm sorry about my shaking, guys. Ever since my second stroke, I really shake bad. Okay, now the sky looks a little better. But there, that's what you, and then you can actually even turn it sideways. If you want to mount it in a side view, if you wanted, you could actually, monitor what you're seeing driving down the road. So that's pretty much it for the EUKI. So there you go, guys. That's the EUKI car driving monitoring kit, and how I actually have it attached to the car's accessory and battery. So I don't have to worry about the car's battery going dead, and it does work when you have it wired in like that. It will continue running for 30 minutes before it shuts off, or you can actually turn on parking guard and then it'll just stay running. And it actually shuts off when it detects your battery's level down to 11.9 volts. I think it does that so you still have enough energy to start your car.
Okay.
That is this camera system and that really cool OBD2 port plugged into it. So what do you say we go back in and finish up the video? Alright, well, you got to see what it looks like in action, and honestly, I really like it. If I had it all to do over again, I think I would have researched this more, and I would have got this OBD2 port reader and attachment system, and I would have just got that to begin with. Now, the only thing I will say that is kind of disappointing about it is they give you only 4 little wire clips. So it's a little plastic clip that's about a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch with a 3M sticky back on the back of that you attach so you can keep your wires out of the way. That thing should come with about 8 or 10. So I did purchase extra ones that were a little bit bigger, that had a better containment, way to hold the wire, and of course, wider sticky back surface. So when it got hot, it didn't just peel away. Okay, that was the one thing that I didn't like about the little sticky tabs, is when it started getting warm, they just came unpeeled. But that's it. I mean, you saw how I had it wired. The only thing different I'm going to do is where it goes around my door frame. I'm actually going to run that below that, and then out to the window, and then up around the window, because where it's wired right now, if we were to get into an accident, it could actually catch that cable, because right there is where the airbag is, and I don't like that at all. So I've got a whole bunch of those little wire packs, and believe me, I had to store about 5 extra feet of cable under my dash. So we have plenty for that. But that's it. I hope you guys got something out of the video. I enjoyed doing it, actually, and my wife really likes the camera system. And the other thing that's nice about this, the EUKI X10, is that it comes with an app, which I showed you, that goes on your phone, that allows you to just completely control it. And again, it's really nice. And again, I've looked at the video quality on my phone, and the video quality is really, really nice. So there you go. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I have. I hope you guys got something out of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, remember, I will be doing a video, I think next, on Noah's Schecter C1EA. Yeah, I think, yeah, C1EA. Listen to me. I also want to do a video on how my Martin's doing, because I've had it now for quite a while now. Not a full year, but I kind of want to give you an upgrade on that, and maybe even a comparison of it against my recording king today, because I still have my recording king, even though I'm thinking about selling it and selling my Alvarez just to, get a little extra cash. But we'll see. The last thing I want to mention is, again, if you have a chance, go visit my buddy Randy of Randy's Rhythms. Check out his YouTube channel. I think, if you're into playing guitar, you'll definitely love his channel. So go check out Randy at Randy's Rhythm. And that's all I have, and I'll see you all on the next one.